Blind Metalhead here, coming back at you live and loud with, well, not a reaction video today, but something a little different. I thought I would address the elephant in the room and answer the burning question on some people's minds. And this has been addressed in a couple of the comments. You know, people are saying, well, if you're blind, how are you using a laptop? You know. So if you're new around here, I am totally blind. Yeah. So you're not gonna see anything fancy on this channel. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can become part of the Blind Metalhead Militia. Alright, I'm opening myself up here a little bit, so I'm a little nervous, but you know, I am blind, and some people might not believe that. So I'm not wearing my sunglasses so you can see these crazy ugly eyes of mine. But people want to know how I'm using a computer if I'm blind. Well, first off, I'm going to shamelessly plug my other channel, which is called The Blind Guy Show. I make videos explaining a lot of these things on how I do things like use a computer as a blind person. You know, I just thought I would address this because, you know, the haters are going to start coming out of the woodwork, and I just want to nip this in the bud. So, on my laptop, I have what's called a screen reader. It reads everything on the screen to me through a synthesized voice. And I interact with the computer using keyboard commands. So different keystrokes. Most of them are already built into the Windows computers. It's Windows commands, you know, Control plus something, or Alt plus something, or the Windows key plus something. And then there are some specific key commands which are specific to the screen reader. I'm using a screen reader called Non-Visual Desktop Access, or NVDA for short. If you're on a Windows machine, there is a built-in screen reader that's native to your computer called Narrator. You can turn that on by pressing Control, Windows, Enter. And you can turn it off the same way. As soon as you do, your computer's not going to work the same. It's going to start talking to you. You can still use your mouse and everything, but I don't need that because I can't see the pointer. So I am on my other YouTube channel, The Blind Guy Show, and I'm going to show you a little bit about how I navigate around. The first way I do it is by first letter navigation. I can press H for heading.
Clickable how to approach a blind person. By The Blind Guy Show 1 week ago, 5 minutes, 55 seconds, 64 views.
I can stop the voice by pressing Control. Now, see, this is it's how I use a computer. I don't need the screen.
2. Approach a blind person. ERSON dot space B1 space T H E space BLIND space GU1 space SHOW.
See, and I can read everything that's on there. I can go letter by letter or word by word.
Clickable how a blind person identifies other people. By The Blind Guy Show 2 weeks ago.
You know, so anyone out there who doesn't think that blind people can use computers, well, you're wrong. So I can do pretty much everything that anybody else can do with my computer. Now, my cell phone, I have an iPhone. That's how I'm recording this right now. I use a Bluetooth keyboard as well. And it works the same way. On an iPhone, the screen reader that's built in is called VoiceOver. And it works in a similar way. I use gestures touching the screen in different ways to use the phone. I also use my Bluetooth keyboard.
Speech on.
And I can
Take picture. One face.
see it reads everything to me. It tells me when I'm in frame in case you're wondering how
One face. Small face. Face near right edge. Speech off.
in case you're wondering how I film. That's how I do it.
Speech on.
So I'm 5 minutes into this video already.
Take picture. One face. Stop record. Viewfinder. Focus unlocked. Viewfinder. Focus unlocked. Image. Speech off.
And that is how I use a computer and a cell phone. So I'm just gonna show you how I click on one of these videos.
Clickable least favorite smells to a blind person. By the Blind Guy Show. Clickable number blind B YouTuber tag. Clickable favorite smells to a blind person. Clickable I really stepped in it. Clickable lightsaber white. Clickable least favorite things to touch it. Clickable favorite things to touch it. Clickable how a blind person comments and replies on YouTube videos. By the
Alright,
Blind Guy Show 2 months ago 4 minutes, 5 seconds 52
if you want, you can go check this out.
And welcome back to the Blind Guy Show. I'm Greg, your... I'm not gonna believe this, but I screwed up again.
Yeah, I make videos teaching
Browser
people
tabs toolbar. Navigation combo.
how-
Search with Google or enter it. 110. Library button view his bookmarks toolbar toolbar. 1. How a blind person comments and replies on YouTube videos.
To the world of blindness.
how I use computers, how I use cell phones.
I'm going to show you
This one is how I reply on YouTube comments.
videos and how I reply to your
Clickable banner
comments
landmark.
on my videos. So stick around. Okay, so I'm on the Blind Guy Show YouTube channel page, and I'm going to go down and find a video.
Cast. Video. Button. Search. More actions.
You can hear my phone
Active.
talking.
Playlist. Channels. About. The Blind Guy. Uploads. Heading. Favorite sounds to a blind person. 78 views. 1 week ago. 5 minutes. 15 seconds. Button.
Click on this one.
Favorite video player. Videos loading. Heading.
And welcome back to the Blind Guy Show.
I'm actually screen recording
Pause. Button.
on my iPhone
Now,
while I'm doing this.
Play.
okay, so the comments are all the way at the bottom of the page past the suggested videos. So,
Next video. Track position.
I have to
6
scroll
seconds of
down
5
the
minutes.
page.
14 seconds. Adjustable.
using 3 fingers,
How I use technology is page 2 of 5. Page 5 of 9. Aziz still doesn't want to sleep with my vertical line. Feminist pretends to be male. What is the most desired?
Sounds pretty annoying, huh?
Comments.
YouTube
22.
home visit.
The Blind Guy Show.
Clickable skip
Add a
nav.
public comment.
Clickable search button.
Button.
Clickable create a video.
okay, so there's
Clickable
22
YouTube.
comments,
Click,
and
clickable
this is add a
notification.
public
Clickable
comment
account pro.
button.
See
So
slider
that's how
142 of 4.
I would add a
Next.
comment
Shift
to
plus
this
N.
video.
Pause. Play. Okay.
Alright, so that just gives you a general idea. So if you're wondering, yes, I am blind. Check out my eyes. These eyes don't see. I'm sorry. And that's just a basic overview. I just thought I would, address the haters before they start coming out of the woodwork. I've only had a few comments where people are curious, I think. But I think it's only a matter of time before people start throwing me shade and hate, and I just don't want that. So I hope this opens your eyes a little bit to blindness and how I do things.
Speech on.
Alright, so like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
One